Everyone, thanks for joining us today. It's actually a beautiful, nice, warm day, and it is episode 41 of Art for Art's Sake. This is the first time I'm out on location. I feel almost like a reporter, but I'm not. I will not purport to be one. Anyway, I'm at Jernabi Coffeehouse today. We're going to be talking about latte art, and it's going to be super fun. I'm super stoked to do this because I think I might actually get to try my hand in it. But this is Art for Art's Sake. This is a new program from the St. Lawrence County Arts Council where we're showcasing local artists and the things that they do and all that jazz. So thank you for joining us. If you're an artist and you want to participate, we're doing all sorts of weird things. Oh, hey, Tim. How's it going? You're on live Facebook.
Oh, wow.
There he is, the man himself. Well, anyway, so we're showcasing local artists, and if you're an artist and you'd like to participate in some way, reach out to me directly. We'd love to have you. I want to thank all of our previous sponsors as well. As always, if you want to support this program, please reach out to me. We'd love to have you. And if you don't want to support the program specifically, but you want to support the Arts Council, which we'd really, really appreciate, go to slcartscouncil.org/give and make a donation. So, I'm on Maple Street here. I'm going to change my video. And here's Jernabi, and they're actually open. You can go in. Ooh, I'm going to go in. Check out that lovely sign right there. Yeah. I'm going to go inside. We're going to check it out. So unfortunately, you can't hang out, but you can come in and you can buy all their lovely things. Ding, ding, ding. And we're going to meet Andromeda over here. I will be putting my mask on before I go behind the scenes here. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's good.
So I'm going to place myself in a weird little spot all the way over here so I can see you and see what you're up to. But Andromeda's been has been a barista for quite some time, and she's really awesome at her latte art. So she's going to be telling us all about what she does and maybe a little bit about her inspiration, and then maybe a little bit of education here. So I promise you I'm going to be really terrible.
That's okay. Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
How to do it.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been a barista here since January of 2018, and I didn't really start doing latte art stuff until 2019. And even still, I'm only intermediate, kind of dabbling with it, because the only chance I get to practice is here at the shop. And especially with everything going on right now, we don't have sit-down drinks. Latte art isn't really happening that much. But it's something I like to try and do every chance I get the chance.
So awesome. What inspired you to get started on it? I mean, you're in the shop obviously, but was there something specific?
Yeah, I'm a musician. I study over at Crane, and I sort of needed a different creative outlet besides music, and that's where the latte art came into play. I can't paint, I can't draw, I can't do any of that stuff, but I can do latte art, so it works.
That's awesome. Well, I'm in the same boat. I'm a musician too, so maybe I'll be better at it than I expect, but probably not. I'm not gonna.
It's okay.
So tell us what you do. Tell us how this all works.
Yeah, so the latte starts with the espresso, and you have to make sure that you're doing all of that really well and the extraction's right, and then you steam the milk and you have to make sure that's up to temperature, and then you can finally get to the latte art. But the 2 steps before, the espresso and the milk, are super, super important, or your latte art won't turn out. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'll pull a shot, and
yeah. You know what, I'm going to even move over here so I can see you pulling a shot.
Yeah.
And go from there.
So it's going to get pretty loud, but what's going to happen is this is going to grind, and I'm going to dose it into our portafilter, and then I'll even it out, smooth it out, make sure it's all nice and level and evenly dispersed. And then I'm going to tamp it with this before putting it in the machine. Let's get loud.
Yay. Let's make some noise.
So that's done. It has a nice mound on it so that we can go through and smooth and distribute it. Then we'll bring it onto this. Make sure that's nice and level. Give it a nice tamp down, about 15 to 20 pounds of pressure. It doesn't fall out when I turn it upside down. Then we want to make sure to take all the excess grounds off before we put it into our group head. And then we'll take a nice little 8-ounce cup, and actually one of these. And we'll begin extracting it. This one pulls a double shot, so what I'm going to have to do is take that and divide it into 2 8-ounce cups, and then I'll be able to make a latte. While that's happening, some milk. Bring it over here. Do that to purge out the extra hot water. Don't want that in your drink. Then I'm going to take a thermometer because your milk temperature is super important. And so you want it to kind of sound like it's hissing paper, because that's how you know you have enough air in it and you can just steam it. We get it to about 140 degrees so that the sugars and fats and the proteins will all kind of relax and melt down a bit. That was too much milk. There we go. And then what I'm going to do, so if you look at it, after I tap out all our big bubbles, it should almost look like paint that's being stirred with how glossy it is. And that's how you know you have the right texture for milk. So pour half a shot in here. We have that really nice espresso base with a nice layer of crema.
You're going to do that thing now, aren't you? I want to get above you to do this, so let me move a little bit. Okay.
So we're going to drop it in, and what we're doing now is we're just putting a layer of milk under the crema, and that's going to stabilize it, because then we're going to go in and we're going to push the milk foam on top. So we're going to do a little dot, do another one, and this one doesn't want to turn out, but that's okay. You pull through and you get something like a tulip.
Oh, that's beautiful.
If I had enough milk, we could have gotten it.
Oh, sorry. Let me
Like
grab you.
4 or 5 different
that's
layers
pretty,
in
though.
there.
Lovely. So, I mean, even experts, it doesn't always work out because you're dealing with, like, chemistry here.
Right, you kind of have to make sure that your before components, like the espresso and milk, are put together really, really well, or else it's not going to turn out right, or even at all.
So how do you, like, learn the different designs and stuff? Do you just test it out, or do you do any kind of research to figure it out?
So for me personally and the other baristas here, a lot of it is research on our own, just because unlike other coffee shops, we don't require latte art. It's something we kind of do on our own. So a lot of my education has been from reading the magazine we have back here, looking at videos on YouTube, even inspiration from Instagram. So, and there's lots of different designs. The one I just showed you was a tulip, and then there's fancier ones like rosettas with all the wiggles. That's probably the one you're most used to.
Okay.
And then from those two, you can really build and create whatever you want.
Lovely. Awesome. Are you going to show us another one?
I can. Okay, so then we're going to do all of that all over again.
Why not? Big bubbles on the top that we don't want, so you literally just tap them out, give them a swirl, and that's how you prep your milk. So this one, we'll try to do something wiggly. You're going to start at the top with your drop, incorporate it all through. Something like that. And that happens a lot too, the dribble. Don't be scared of the dribble. Look at that squiggly thing.
Squiggly thing. I tend to stay away from squiggles just because I'm not good at them yet, but you can't get better if you don't practice.
That's awesome. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That looks like way harder than I think that. I don't know. Maybe. Like, I feel like my hand's going to be shaking. I'm like holding this camera. I'm like, oh no.
That's okay. You can get the wiggles by shaking.
Alright, cool. Do you want to let me try? I don't know. Am I allowed?
Yeah, you want to come
Oh my
back?
god, that'd be awesome. Alright, I'm going to hand her off. Okay.
Just keep your distance and
Alright, if you want to wash your hands
Yes.
there,
Got it.
there's soap up on the counter and paper towels behind you.
never used a big machine like that. So maybe I won't have you do all that, but maybe I'll just try to pour.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm a little scared of the milk frothing. Oh my gosh. It feels like I'm backstage with like the masters, you know?
Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm steaming enough for the both of us right now. And that way I can give you a picture, I can give me a picture, and we'll both be able to do it at the same time.
Awesome.
So it's done.
Stuff's really up on that.
Throw a thermometer in here. Just before 140, so it'll rise up. And the reason we don't go above 140 is because then your sugars start to taste bad and you just don't get that pleasant drinking experience.
Gotcha.
So, I'll give you some in this picture.
Oh my gosh.
That's for you.
All right, so
we're just going to do a heart.
okay.
So you only have to do one plop and one pull through. So you're going to swirl your milk, make sure all your bubbles are out. You're going to tilt your cup at an angle. And when you pour, what we're doing is we're aiming for this bottom edge of the cup to make sure that it all goes through. You want to fast pour so that it actually sinks under.
I'm good at fast pouring beers.
And then once it reaches the edge of your cup, you're going to stop.
Okay.
So
I don't know
just
if
a little
I did it
more.
right.
You did it right. You're good.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour really slow so that that bubble forms. And then you can pull through to get the heart shape.
There's still a lot of milk.
Yep, pour slow. Tilt your hand. Yep. Now pull through.
No, that
Hey, but look, you got the circle and you got the tail though.
I did! Look at that!
You just have to get them together.
One more.
But look at her, how beautiful hers is.
Oh, don't look at
Can
mine.
I drink this? I want to drink
You can drink it.
I will hold on to my delicious, beautiful thing.
Your creation.
Practice, everyone. I hope everybody feels inspired to like try something new, even if you know you're going to be terrible at it, because you can always learn something. And like this kind of reminds me of like acrylic paint pouring too, where you like use different colors and do all sorts of weird things with it. So we might actually have a acrylic paint pourer on at some point, which would be really fun. We might light things on fire.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, what are we doing with water?
We're going to go through the motions
Oh, okay.
so that we can kind of go without the milk and just get everything
That's
down.
really smart.
Okay, so see how I'm up high? It's a fast, small stream. Yep, even smaller till your pitcher back some. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's tough.
Yep,
Okay.
so we're basically just controlling the velocity so that we make sure it goes under the crema, have a nice good base.
Okay.
Once it gets a little full, see how it's like touching the edge of my cup?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I'm going to go in super close with my cup spout almost touching the cup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do a slow pour. And what that's going to do is that's going to put the foam on top so that you get those nice round circles.
Gotcha, and then you just pull it through.
Yep, and then you push it through. When you make the tail, you just give it a little flick.
And the handle up straight.
There you go. And that's going to help you get the shape of your heart.
Oh man.
I can see your heart. There it is.
Yeah, hers is so good you can see it in water.
Oh, yes.
No,
So if you want to dump the water out in there,
Alright.
then I can prep us more espresso and milk.
Yay! Oh, so I dump this
You can
water
just throw that right in the sink. We have more.
in this bucket.
I'm gonna try and get it. Take
3-part sanitation.
your phone.
Oh, there we go. Very cool. Awesome. And if anybody has any questions, we can take questions at the very end. So just type them in your in the comments area. We'll get you answered, hopefully. If we see
Okay.
them.
Give her 2 cups that I'm not going to break.
a nice little workout.
We're at 140. That's for you. Grab your new little pitcher here. Alright, so go ahead, tap out your big bubbles, give it a nice little swirl. Oops, you're good.
Made a big, nice big mess.
I've made bigger messes than that before. I'm
Sure, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're going to angle our cup so that we can aim towards the very edge down here.
Okay.
And start high and fast. Just to get it in there and under the crema. Good. Keep your cup really tilted. The more space we have at the end here is the more time we get to work with our spots.
Okay.
So while we keep our cup tilted,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go slow and close. I'm spilling. You just make some circles and you pull through.
I feel like
I think you're going a little too slow.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I can at this point.
Okay, so the other cool thing.
What you gonna do there?
You can put that down if you want.
How do I put it down?
That's sanitizer in the far side sink. You can rinse your hand off if you want.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that down. Or I'll just rinse off some. Yeah. What's the other cool thing you can do though?
Okay, so
You say.
you see how you have, in order to avoid wasting stuff, you can actually take it, and if I pour a little bit in here, I'm gonna reach around you and grab the cinnamon. Sprinkle that on top. This doesn't work nearly as well, but it lets you get a handle on kind of the flow and if you're actually doing it right.
Smells so good.
And this way we avoid wasting milk and shots every time we want to make a latte.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the same. You can see it's nice and it's not pulling apart all the
Yeah.
cinnamon layer is, which means we kept our crema intact. Go low and slow. It's bunching up there, so we would have a circle there,
Cool.
right?
Yeah, that's a cool way to practice.
The
You
other-
can see it like.
Yeah. The other thing is you can use like old shots or like instant espresso powder and water, and you can do this that we did with the milk with just water and a drop of soap.
Awesome.
And that works well too, and that way you have something that you're truly not wasting. But yeah.
So cool. Well, I'd love to see if there are any comments. If we wanna. Oh, I'm gonna just take this sucker. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Ready? Oh, there they are. Fun to get a drink. Cool. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna actually show you. This is the magic spot right here. I will come back for those espresso, or at least one of them. I don't want to not be able to sleep. But I hope you guys will check out some latte art. I hope you'll try it at home. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Art for Art's Sake from the Arts Council and a Jernabi Coffeehouse on Maple Street in Potsdam. Have a great day.